Eh bien salut tout le monde, je suis avec Huw qui va nous parler de Metro Exodus. Hello Huw.
Hi.
How are you?
Very good, thank you.
We will talk about Metro Exodus. This is a huge release which will happen in 22 February 2019. We played the demo. We loved it.
Good to hear.
And I would like to know if it was a PC under the... We played on the PC or on a console? Alors, je lui demande si on a joué en fait la démo sur un PC ou sur une console.
We actually have both on our booth here, so it depends which side you were. We're showing it on both Xbox One X and PC.
Ok, je pense que c'était une Xbox One X. I think it was an Xbox One X. Graphically, do you think you can deliver the same experience on each platform, or it was harder to fit Metro Exodus in PS4 and Xbox One, the first generation? Alors je lui demande si ça a été compliqué de faire rentrer en fait Metro Exodus aussi bien sur les PC dernière génération que sur PS4 et Xbox One, notamment première génération.
Well, as you know, with the new PS4 Pro and Xbox One X, there's now a range of different performance points on console, and then PC is another thing as well. With the high-end graphics cards, we have an engine that's highly scalable over lots of different points. So whatever console or PC you have, I like to think that we're going to push the absolute best out of it. It's going to look great, whatever hardware you have, but obviously Xbox One X, we can hit native 4K resolution, and PC, and PC we're doing some crazy things on there as well.
Donc il nous dit tout simplement que le moteur graphique est suffisamment malléable en fait pour que vous ayez une super expérience sur n'importe quelle plateforme, et que logiquement ça tournera mieux sur Xbox One X où il sera en 4K native, et aussi sur PS4 Pro. I forgot my question. We played an open world mission. Every chapter will be like that? Alors je demande en fait si toutes les missions seront aussi ouvertes en termes d'open world.
No, we mix it up a bit. So the previous two games were, I guess, more linear, but what we've done for Metro Exodus is we've added these huge levels. We call them sandbox survival levels. They're kind of like miniature open worlds. It's not a full open world game, but each one of these, you could fit the kind of previous two games inside each one of them. So you played in one of those styles.
You can fit Metro 2033 and Metro Last Light in one.
Geographically, you could fit them both into our biggest level.
Okay.
Yeah.
Et il nous dit tout simplement qu'il y aura des niveaux plus ou moins ouverts et d'autres un petit peu plus linéaires, mais que c'est les plus grands environnements qu'ils ont jamais fait, chose qu'on savait déjà. How many years did the development take? Combien d'années a pris le développement?
It's going to be about 5 by the time it's finished. The kind of early concepts started in late 2013. We didn't go into full production for Last Light was released in May 2013. Yeah, so the team was working on some DLC. Then they moved over to the Redux versions. Meanwhile, we were doing all of the prototyping, the early ideas for Exodus. But it's been the biggest development period of any game to date, and the studio was almost doubled in size. So it's just a different level of ambition.
The most ambitious project.
Yeah.
Donc c'est le projet le plus ambitieux. Il a pris 5 ans. Ils ont commencé en 2013. Donc ça fera quasi 6 en fait lors de la sortie en 2019. What is the point you're the most proud about in all the Metro Exodus development? Alors, je lui demande de quoi il est le plus fier en fait. C'est ma petite question tout le temps sur le développement de Metro Exodus.
Well, I'm not the one who's making it, so I can't speak for the studio. But the thing that I personally love the most about it is it still feels like a Metro game. I think we found this really exciting formula where we have all of the narrative aspects, the storytelling of a classic Metro game, but we've been able to add these more open-ended environments and come up with this kind of hybrid that feels, I think, unlike anything else that's out there.
Okay. Donc, en fait, bon, c'est pas lui qui a développé le jeu parce qu'il est brand manager, je vous expliquerai ce que c'est. C'est qu'en fait, ils ont réussi à vraiment faire une expérience à la fois narrative dans un monde ouvert et qui est excellent, quoi. Donc là, je vais lui demander en fait, en termes de temps de développement, si ça va être pire sur la prochaine génération. 5 years to make a game, it's a huge period. Do you think it will be more and more years with the PlayStation 5 and next Xbox? Do you think development will be longer and longer?
Who knows? I mean, the bar is always going up in terms of in terms of expectation. Yeah, who knows what the future will bring? To be honest, we're just focused on getting this one out the door and seeing what the response is.
Il dit qu'en fait, ouais, logiquement, ça prend de plus en plus de temps et qu'ils savent pas encore de quoi sera fait le futur. Do you have any idea of what will be inside PlayStation 5 and Xbox next Xbox by now, or no?
No.
Liars. And RTX technology from Nvidia. Is it hard to make the game running with RTX on? Est-ce que c'est difficile en fait? Je lui pose la question sur le RTX, voir si ça bouffe beaucoup de processeurs ou pas, enfin beaucoup de ressources.
Yeah, so I mean, ray tracing is an incredibly computationally expensive process. And these new NVIDIA cards, I mean, it's the first time with this hardware support that you can even begin to attempt doing that in real time. I think what 4A have managed to do with their ray trace global illumination is, I mean, the technology is amazing. There is there's a performance cost to implement that, but you do get a different result. I mean, we're early stages of the technology, but the game will look incredible without it. We've learned how to make games look great without this technology, all the tricks that developers use to make things look realistic. But I think it's the beginning of a really exciting time for development.
Il dit que c'est le début en fait, le RTX d'une super période parce que ça apporte beaucoup de belles choses en fait en termes de réflexion et tout, mais que forcément ça mange beaucoup de processeurs. Do you think the next generations will be able to manage ray tracing natively, or is it too young? Est-ce qu'on pourrait avoir ce rendu RTX sur les prochaines générations de consoles, ou est-ce que c'est encore trop jeune?
That's the question I can't answer.
Anybody knows by now. But it's starting to talk about Microsoft seems to want to implement some specific chipsets to we'll see.
Probably know better than me.
Maybe. How will be the lasting of the adventure in Metro Exodus? La durée de vie un petit peu de Metro Exodus. How it will how many hours we will play?
It's hard to tell exactly because people play the game in a different style, but broadly speaking, because we've been playtesting the game constantly as we continue to polish before launch. It's looking about the size of both previous games combined. Okay. So yeah, it's a
25, 30, more 40.
No. I think like some people are taking that long, some people are taking a little bit less, depending on how far you how fast in your play style. Yeah, so I think you could get that much out of it, but yeah, I'm not going to claim this is a 30. Yeah.
Donc ça varie en fait la durée de vie selon comment vous allez jouer, puisque vous pourrez faire d'exploration, plus aller tout droit, donc c'est un petit peu la même chose, mais apparemment ça serait à peu près autant que les deux métros réunis. I take something which is from the last.
Yeah, I saw that in your bag. That's the press kit, right?
Yeah, I would like you to write an autograph, and I will contest it on our Facebook pages. We need a pen. Thank you. Donc en fait, je vais lui faire dédicacer un artworks de Metro Last Light et on vous le fera gagner. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you for your disponibility.
It's not worth anything.
It's not.
Yeah, I've devalued it.
And have a good show.
Thank you.
Merci à vous.